Hey everyone, in this video we are going to start setting up our project. So let's begin with first creating our React app. Okay, so guys, what you have to do, you simply need to copy paste this command in your terminal. That is simply npx create react app and the name of your app. Let's keep it shopping cart. Okay, one more thing. Actually, I'm going to do it in desktop. So yeah, and now you can just copy paste the same command. So friends, it's gonna take a while, so let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, so friends, as you can see, what we have to do now, we simply need to get into this shopping cart directory and we can run npm start. But before proceeding with this, what I'm going to do, I will simply get into this, and now the next step is to install few dependencies that I'm going to show you. Okay, so these are the dependencies that we are going to need. As we can see, we will be needing Sweet Alert to show the pop-up, React Router DOM to manage our routes, and React Bootstrap and Bootstrap we are going to use for styling purpose. And this is the typing file basically. Like when we are working with TypeScript, we need to install further this dependency, that is @types. What it does, it simply contains all the typings for this particular package. Okay, so go ahead and press enter. Okay, now the next step is to let's enter in to our VS Code. So friends, as we can see, we are having this basically explorer, file explorer on our left hand side. So let's see our package.json first. So this is the package.json, and we have successfully installed React Router DOM along with its typings, Bootstrap, React Bootstrap, and yeah, that's all I guess, and Sweet Alert also over here. And as you can see, we are using the TypeScript version, that is 4.6.4, and what is the React version that it has provided us? It is 18.1.0. yeah. Okay, so one more thing, let's see the index.tsx files. Okay, and over here we have the tsconfig.json file. Basically this is the file that TypeScript uses during compilation. Okay, okay, so now what we can do, we have successfully achieved the two steps, that is first to step the set up the React app, and second was to install all the necessary dependencies. Now what we can do, we can go ahead and start setting up the folder structure. Okay, so I'm going to keep all my code basically in modules directory. Okay, now first of all we will be needing the dashboard directory. Okay, the home page basically. So let's create the dashboard directory. Inside this dashboard directory, we are going to have two files. One will be .tsx file and another one will be .css file. Okay, and I'm going to keep the component name in capital letter. Okay, so we have successfully created one directory. The next we are going to create is food details. So friends, we are done with two directories over here, and the last one that we are going to need is our cart page basically. So friends, so far we have created these three directories along with the files basically. So what we are going to do, we are going to write a simple boilerplate over here. Like if you don't know about this, you can simply download one extension that is for React, and with the help of this, what you can do, you can simply type RFCE and you can get the entire functional component over here. Okay, so similarly we are going to have this boilerplate over here also. So far so good. Okay, now what is the next step that we are going to do? Okay, So now what we are going to do, we are going to set up our routes. Okay, so to set up the routes, let's create another file. So friends, I am not going to create another file. What I will do, I will simply remove this piece of code, and I will simply code the routes over here. Okay, so let's remove this, and let's remove this CSS file also. We don't need app.css file. Okay, cool. Now what we can do, first we need to import the routes from React Router DOM. Okay, so we are going to need routes and route that we have imported successfully, and now what we are going to do, we are going to create 3 routes. Okay, so first we will be requiring this routes over here, and then inside this we are going to create our route. So friends, this is how we can create the route. So we have successfully created the first route, that is, it is going to take the path slash, and when it will look at this slash in the browser, it will navigate to the dashboard component. So it is giving us error because it is not defined. Okay, so let's simply import the component first. So friends, as you can see, we have successfully imported our dashboard component, and we have also added it in our routes. Now similarly, what we can do, we can also do the same for food details as well as cart component. Okay, let's do it quickly. So friends, we have imported the cart details and food details. Now quickly add the route for them. So for food details, it's gonna be like food hyphen details, and for React component, cart component, it will be simply a cart. Our project is small, so I have simply added this routes inside this app.tsx. But what you can do, you can also like create another file that like routes.tsx, and you can also add your routes basically over there. Okay, and one more thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to import the bootstrap.css over here. Okay, so guys, if you are wondering like how I'm getting this size of the dependencies over here, so for that also you can search for an extension that is import cost, and you can get it installed also. Like, let me show you the extensions that I'm using, like over here, like import cost, and for React you can use this ES7 plus extension. Okay, and we do not need React over here as we are not using any JSX right now. So I hope you know that from I guess 17 onwards, 17th version of the React, it is not necessary to declare the React until and unless you are using like JSX basically. So yeah, so we have successfully created our React app. We have successfully installed all the required dependencies. Okay, we have gone through the type tsconfig.json also, and we have also created the app.tsx. We have also added the routes in app.tsx. Okay, and this is our directory structure. It looks like this so far. Let's see what else we can add in this video. So friends, one more thing that we are going to do is we are going to have a common folder over here, and inside this common folder we are going to have 2 another folders, and that is going to be for header, and another one is going to be for footer. And what you can do, you can simply add 2 more files in this. One will be header.tsx and another will be header.css. Similar with footer. Once you have successfully created this common folder, in next step what we are going to do is we are going to add one asset folder over here, like assets, and inside this I am going to copy paste all the images that we are going to require throughout our basically this journey. Okay, so let's see. So friends, I have all the images that I am going to require over here, and you can also find all these images as I'm going to drop the link of the GitHub directory, okay, in the description section, so you can find the GitHub link, and you can also download all the images from there. Okay, or you can use your own images also, whatever suits you like. Okay, so what we have done, we have created the common folder also. We have also added the assets in our asset folder inside the public directory. Okay, so what else we can do? One more thing that we are going to do is we are going to create a context also, because we are going to manage the app state with the help of context API. Let me create one more thing over here, RFC similar over here, or else it gives error when you run your project basically. So friends, now I'm going to create another folder, and I'm going to give it a name that is context, and inside this I will name it as data provider.tsx. Okay, so one more thing that you have to keep it in your mind is that when we were coding with JavaScript, we used to code, like we used to name this extension like JSX. Okay, but when you are coding in TypeScript, what you have to do, you simply need to replace this JSX with TSX. Or if you are using some helper functions, so over there what you can do, you can simply replace your .tsx with .ts. Okay, in which because in those files we do not have the JSX portion over here. Okay, so friends, we have also created context, okay, data provider.tsx. Now one more thing that I want to tell you, that we are going to create all the common interfaces. Okay, so as we are coding in TypeScript, so we are so what we'll be doing, we are going to create interfaces, we are going to create the types, we can also create enums. So if we are using some common interfaces or types or enums, so we can keep all those interfaces and all those enums over here in app interface.ts. Like, what do I mean by common? By common I means basically, like if you are using some interface for header.tsx or footer.tsx, or if you have some interfaces for breadcrumbs in your code, so you can keep it over here, and you can simply export it from here, and you can import it wherever you need it. Okay, so friends, I guess we have set up the base over here. Let's try running the project. If it runs successfully, let's have a look. So friends, as you can see, our project has compiled with problems. So it is showing the error in src/app interface.ts. What it says it is just saying to simply add an import or export statement over there. So okay, so what we have to do, we simply need to go to this app interface.ts, and we can simply like export one interface over here. So friends, how you can create an interface? You can simply create the interface using interface keyword. Okay, and you can export it using export keyword. And let's create the interface for food items. So let me show you, and this is the name basically, food items of our interface. Now let me show you what are the, now over here comes the properties that are going to exist in this food items object basically. Okay, so like let's suppose it's gonna have number, basically ID. It's going to have ID property, and the type of the ID property will be number, and it is going to have name, and the type property basically the property will be name, and the type will be string. Okay, let's create another properties also. So as you can see, we have price, we have URL, we have description, we have rate, we have quantity. So basically we have this 6 to 7 properties inside our food items. Okay, let's see if error still persists or it is gone. Okay, so now as you can see, now we have the error in data provider.tsx, and we have the same error. Let's try to resolve it also. Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's see if it is giving some another error. So friends, as we can see, it is giving us error in our routes. So what it is saying, that we need this router component over here that we have basically missed. So we need to wrap our entire routes in the router component. So let's come to index.tsx. Okay, and let's import this basically from React Router DOM. Okay, so this is the browser router that we get from React Router DOM, and we simply need to wrap this over here. So friends, now let's see if our error is gone or not. Okay, so as you can see, we do not have any error, and we have successfully got this dashboard over here, because right now the default path is /. Okay, and you can also navigate to food details, and as we can see, our routes are successfully working. So friends, I am going to end this video over here, and I hope I have covered the basic setup of our project that we are going to code along the way. So if you have any query, do ask in the comment box. So yeah, so friends, let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.